They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down the stretch they come. Second beater, giveaway wins.
And welcome to a brand new edition of Monmouth Racing Today. I'm your host, Mike Kersey, as we celebrate the July 4th weekend and a special day on July 5th this Sunday with our red, white, and blue party. Coming up later in the show, we'll talk with trainer Jane Sabelli, having a terrific meet once again at Monmouth Park, and jockey Sammy Camacho Jr., a stakes winner just a couple of weeks ago. But right now, some spot plays for this weekend. We have three big stakes races this weekend, starting with Friday's Grade 3 Molly Pitcher. The pick is Got Lucky, who was second to Stiff in the Monmouth Beach Stakes last out. Look forward to the rematch. Saturday, the 4th of July, we expect fireworks in the Elkwood Stakes, which features a contentious group of runners with good wagering opportunities as well. My pick is Lochte, who's disappointed of late, but this Greatest Stakes winner has been working extremely well for this. I like the back class and the value. And on Sunday, July 5th, one of the biggest races of the year is the Grade 1 $500,000 United Nations Stakes. Go along with our red, white, and blue party. It features defending champion Main Sequence, who also went on to capture the Breeders' Cup Turf in 2014. When we come back, trainer David Jacobson talks about his star runner Saludos Amigos, who won the Mr. Prospector last week, and what's going on this week and further down the road in his bar, next on Monmouth Racing Today.
Some days you just need to get away.
So get away at Monmouth Park. Celebrate the red, white, and blue Sunday, July 5th. Great food, games, live music, a beach tote giveaway, and so much more. Vacation for a day at Monmouth Park.
Last weekend, Mr. Prospector Stakes winner Saludos Amigos impressed the crowd with a big effort for trainer David Jacobson, who talked about his star runner after the race. He's a multiple Grade 3 winner, a Graded Stakes winner that's raced 30 times now and has, I believe, 10 wins. What is it about this horse that you like the most?
Well, he's a hard-hitting horse. He's got a lot of dimensions. He can come from off the pace. He can lay close. He can obviously run in the slop, which is, always a positive. He does everything.
Long range for Saludos. You're thinking Breeders' Cup?
Oh yeah, Breeders' Cup, but we're really looking to campaign him in Saratoga, the Forgo. That's I won that race with Strapping Groom, and it would be really a thrill to win it with Saludos.
And some of the top horses in your barn. Talk about who you're excited about seeing this summer race for you.
Well, we've got Room for Me, nice filly, who ran a bunch of good races. The last race was a little off, so we're freshening her up, getting her ready for Saratoga. Stall Walking Dude, and a pleasant surprise, a cheap claimer we claimed in Florida over the winter, and he beat Clearly Now and Palace Malice, a real exciting race, and we're looking forward to him up in Saratoga. And then we've got a few surprises on the shelf that we don't want to discuss right now.
Okay, we'll keep an eye out for them down the road. But David, thank you so much for joining us, and continued success. Great to see you here at Monmouth Park.
Okay, Mike, great to be here.
Some days you just need to get away.
So get away at Monmouth Park. Rev those engines and get ready for the most horsepower at the Jersey Shore at the Haskell Classic Car Show, Sunday, July 19th. Vacation for a day at Monmouth Park.
We're back on Monmouth Racing Today, and I am with the two-time Monmouth Park training champ, Jane Sabelli, going back to 2011 and 2012. Some big numbers those 2 years, and I know they meant an awful lot to you.
Yes, it was. I was very proud, and it was just really, it was like living the dream. It was great. Yeah.
Well, you're back here at Monmouth Park, and your numbers are good at 27% right now as we speak, 24% overall at all tracks. Let's talk about some of your horses that are racing, and one that's coming up this weekend will be Rosebriar Racing and Stakes Company.
Yes, he's doing very well. He's made about $200-something thousand now, but he's training well.
What do you like about Rosebriar?
He's just a really cool horse. I mean, he's so easy. You just train him by the book and put him in a race, and he just shows up. There's no tricks to him. He's not difficult to train. He's a big, solid horse, and he's tough. And as you know, I like tough horses. So.
Another horse that you like is Red Sachet. Won't be back till a little silver in late July, but tell us a little bit about that one.
Well, she's a 3-year-old and she's just really developing. She is a multiple stakes winner. Her last race was at Penn National, and she got in a little trouble that race. Got stuck on the rail. I think I don't know if she wins it, but she certainly should have been second. She ended up fourth, but she didn't get beat that far. But she's training really well. So we're looking forward to the little silver.
All right. And how about any others in the barn that we should keep an eye on?
Second mate, he was very promising. In fact, I had him entered in one of the earlier 2-year-old races, and ended up scratching him also. And then when I breezed him back, his shin started to bother him a little bit. So I said, well, the right thing to do is just back off him a little bit, give him his shins a chance to heal. But he's pretty quick. I do like him.
It's always a dicey proposition to try to get these 2-year-olds to the races, isn't it?
Well, it is, and you've really got to listen to them, and they'll tell you. I mean, I'm not known for getting 2-year-olds ready first time out and honing on them, but you know, come the fall and early part of the winter, then that's usually when they show up.
You grew up in England, and you rode show horses. How did that lead to becoming a trainer?
Well, in England, it's very difficult to really get ahead. Or make a living in the show world. And although I enjoyed it as a teenager, I didn't really see myself doing it as an adult. So I went over to racing. And again, in order to succeed, it's hard. You have to come from the right family, you have to have money behind you and whatnot. But I don't think I ever really came over to this country and said, well, I want to be a trainer. I enjoyed racing, and I was an exercise rider, and then just one thing leads to another, really.
Before I let you go, last question. What was the most memorable victory for you in your career of over 3,000 races, which is kind of hard to believe when you look back on it?
It is. Well, Chirac, you know, when he won the Island here, I mean, that was just, I mean, it was like I was on cloud 9 for days, and I'll just always remember that race. And sometimes I think about it and just play it in my mind, and it was a wonderful day, yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Continued success as always.
Thank you, Mike.
Jane Sabelli here on Monmouth Racing Today.
Some days you just need to get away.
So get away at Monmouth Park. Celebrate the red, white, and blue Sunday, July 5th. Great food, games, live music, a beach tote giveaway, and so much more. Vacation for a day at Monmouth Park.
We are back on Monmouth Racing Today alongside one of the top jockeys here, Sammy Camacho Jr. Great to have you on the show, Sammy. How did it all get started for you in the racing business?
Well, first, thank you to all the trainers I've been riding for. I really appreciate all the opportunity I have, you know, and this business is not too easy, so you gotta kick fight and be strong, you know. And I wanna say thank you to Gerald Bennett. This trainer gave me a lot of opportunities, and I appreciate. And I wanna say thank you to God. I feel really blessed to be riding here at Monmouth Park.
And you ride in Aqueduct during the winter as well, so you keep it right in this tri-state area.
That's right, that's right. I be ride in the winter time, Aqueduct. I have my book in 2013 when just 3 months from the book, and I win like a 45 race. After I come here, I got a little accident and I broke my leg, so that's why my business come a little down. But I be here, you know, and I be here again, so thank God I come again to ride some horses.
You had a big stakes win a couple of weeks ago, beating Super Colossal, one of the top 3-year-olds in this area, certainly in the Mid-Atlantic, if not the country. That was a huge win for you at big odds. I think you paid $37 that day.
Oh, yeah, man. I feel really, really good after the win that day. That's my first stay here at Monmouth Park, and the whole run amazing that day. And, you know, well, thank God. And thank you, man, for giving me the opportunity to tell everybody can see me.
When did you start race riding? I know your dad was a jockey as well. Tell us a little bit about that and how you got involved.
Yeah, I started in my country, Venezuela. I had the apprentice in my country. I have leader apprentice rider in Venezuela for like 1 year. I learning and then I come here. But here is amazing, right? With this guy, you know, everything is different here, so feel great.
What did you learn from your dad?
I learning everything. He just told me every day. He told me about the horses. He told me just do this, just do the other, you know, and that's my teacher.
Some days you just need to get away.
So get away at Monmouth Park. Rev those engines and get ready for the most horsepower at the Jersey Shore at the Haskell Classic Car Show, Sunday, July 19th. Vacation for a day at Monmouth Park.
And that'll put a wrap on this week's edition of Monmouth Racing Today. We hope to see you at the races for our big July 4th weekend.
They're off. All coming away to a good start.
And down the stretch they come. Second Beaver, skip away.